So if I have, let's say, 25, and I want to multiply that by 100, well, it's really taking this number, and instead of moving over one spot, which would be multiplying it by 10, it's going over two spots, because remember, this is from here to here is 10 times bigger. From here to here is another 10 times. So 10 times 10, this together from here all the way to here, from ones to hundreds, is 100 times bigger. So if I'm timesing something by 100, I'm really moving it two spaces. So you can either think of it as I'm moving these numbers. They're actually moving over here two spaces. So this 2 would be here, two spaces. The 5 would be here. And then I had to put in zeros in the other spots to fill those in. So the answer would be 2,500. If I didn't have a place value chart, and I'm timesing something by 100, I have to know the decimal's really right there in 25. And you can just kind of move the decimal this way and put the new decimal here. So that you get 25, 0. I have to put a 0 in here and a 0 in that spot, 0, 0. So 2,500 would be the answer. 2 zeros here, it's like 100. I think I'm going to move this over two spaces to make this number, 25, get bigger. Sometimes it's easier to think of it that way, especially when you don't have a place value chart. So you can either think of it as moving the numbers this way or just moving the decimal the opposite way. But basically, you know, if you're timesing something by 100, this number, whatever it is going to get larger. So let's do this one, 4.63 times 100. Well, we know these numbers really all are going to shift. The decimal places would stay the same. These numbers would shift over two spots. Think of it like the 2 zeros in 100. They're going to shift over two spots, which would really make this decimal move over to here. So it would be 463, and the decimal can go there. Now, if I'm multiplying, let's say 25 by, let's say 100th, this means it's 100th of 25 is what we're trying to figure out. That's what 25 times 100th is. It means 100th of that 25. So up here, you can see if I had 25 here, and I'm trying to find 100th of it, I have to move numbers this way, two spaces. So this 5 would be here, down at the 100th spot. This 2 would go here. So the new answer would be decimal 25 or 25 hundredths. The number is getting smaller. 25 is getting smaller. So if I look down this way, I can think of it as, knowing that the decimal place goes here, I'm going over 1, 2 spaces. 1, 2. And I need to, 1, 2. And because if I'm making this number smaller, decimal 25 is smaller than 25. If I had gone the way I was going originally like this, it'd be 2,500. That's not smaller. So always think of it as I'm timesing it by 100th. This number is going to get smaller. And it's just like, 25 divided by 100. So 25 divided by 100 is the exact same thing as 25 times 0.01. In both cases, this 25 is getting 100 times smaller. 1, 2, it's going to move to here. Same thing here, 1, 2. It's getting 100 times smaller, so decimal 25, decimal 25. Last one, 4.63 times 0.01. This is going to get 100 times smaller. 1, 2. There's the decimal. I need to put a 0 in there, so the answer is going to be 0, 4, 6, 3. That's right, the decimal's right there. So 0.0463. or really 463 thousandths